fake temporary black nationalists who are black nationalists anytime a white woman says something they don't like, but then take off that pro-black hat as soon as a white man walks by that they're attracted to, or as soon as they think they can get attention from non-black men, or as soon as they have an opportunity to bash black men or promote whatever Western feminist ideals that they think are freeing them from these enslaving black men. Like, if you continue to be inconsistent, you're not going to get what you want. If the issue is, hey, we need to have a space where black women are respected and protected, and we can't be having these white women speak on our issues. Granted, why don't we have the same smoke for these kinds of situations? I think you remember this, where black women went viral for actively engaging with a white Nazi, white supremacist. And I understand some people, we live in a space where it's okay to talk with people that you disagree with, but you want to be very clear that you disagree with them. And unfortunately, that setup, this is, the pictures on there were quite jarring. This is a man who has said very incredibly negative things about just black people, black existence, and who, like I said, is a open white nationalist. This is not up for debate. He's actually happy to be white nationalist. And so until you have the same energy for these kinds of situations, until you have the same energy when you see other black women stomping on the grave, dancing on the grave of people like Kevin Samuels, whether you respect him or not or like him or not, until you have the same energy for the likes of, Cynthia G. She was eventually removed because a white woman, a white reporter specifically, a white journalist specifically, did an investigation and took different steps to take her down. But there was not mass outrage by black women. So my thing is, until we have the same energy that we have anytime a white woman speaks on a black issue, if we kept that same energy across the board, we would be taken so much seriously, and we might actually might actually have better results. But outside of that, if we're inconsistent, if we want a white woman to stay out of black women's issues, but then we're lusting after her brother and promoting sleeping with her brother, or even her sisters at least, because sometimes I'm seeing black women with a snowboarding crisis. That's a whole other conversation, right? But my point is, like, you have to be really clear. Tending to care about the image of the black community and the black, it's fake. It's hypocritical. And because it's fake and hypocritical, it doesn't lead to the kind of structural, institutional results that we would like to see for the black community, because it's not coming from a genuine place. And here's another example of a white person who can speak negatively on black people, specifically black men, and don't nobody got nothing to say about it. This didn't go viral. A white man speaking, critiquing black men. Black women don't really have anything to say about it. Here it is.
A lot of people ask this question: why are black women really angry today? I have an answer to that question. It's actually pretty simple. Black women are really angry because this is why. They are so sick and tired, and they are extremely fed up. Why? Because all they do is get treated like shit all the time. Sadly, in society, in this generation, black women are the most hated, mistreated, and the most disrespected human beings in the planet, which I don't understand why. And here's a problem.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to let him speak. You don't understand why, sir. You are a white male in America, and you do not understand why. The gaslighting, I'm like, either you were just really just completely and totally ignorant of all things historical, or you're just racist. Or gaslighting. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't understand why. Why are black women so oppressed in a society set up by my ancestors who oppressed them? Like, come on, man. This is what I'm saying. But I'm like, nobody's looking at this dude. I don't see black women getting mad at this dude who's clearly, I'm like, the context around this is a little funny style. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a person going in acknowledging a trend. But I'm like, if you are a white male who lives in America and you're going to talk on black issues, specifically black women, it would make sense. And I think it would be respectful to honor the place that your ancestors had in at least putting them there. At least acknowledge it. Saying, look, I know my culture did this, and I'm not in agreement with that. Okay, now we can talk. But just like, oh, I don't understand why they're in this position. Like, what? But that's my response. We're gonna look at the comments. We're gonna look at the comments and see if any of the ladies caught on to that. Let's continue. Let me let him finish.
Problem is that not only people look at them and just assume she has anger problems, and they just get thrown under the bus by not just other individuals who don't look like them, but unfortunately, black men, not all, they do it the most. Because I've been seeing a lot of them on TikTok and other social media platforms who disrespect and bash black women the most.
So part of me is like, okay, I don't know this dude from Adam, so I don't know. I don't want to make speculation, but I'm like, okay, has he been listening to black women? Does he just want money? Does he have a black girlfriend and like she gave him the note? Like, I'm just curious because I'm like, he just sounds like he's listened. He's just been saying exactly what black women have been saying for quite some time. I don't take any of it seriously because I'm like, if you really want to sit here and tell me that the people who are the most oppressed, the men who have oppressed black women the most in America are the ones who are at the same time conquered. Like, come on now. Let's be serious. Black men are not responsible for the transatlantic slave trade. They are not responsible for the different Jim Crow laws, for the different laws that were established in America that had black people being 3/5 of a person. Black men are not responsible for that. They are not responsible for the different laws that essentially allowed for the, how I'm trying to say that, for the graping, right, of black women systematically for decades. They're not responsible for that. They're not responsible for the laws that discourage their natural hair, that penalize them for wearing their own natural hair, and for being themselves. Like, that's not. So if we want to sit here and play tit for tat, I'm like, oh, well, who really oppressed black women? It's black men. It's the black men who don't have any institutional power, who we say are conquered, but at the same time, they're conquered, yet they have the power and ability to oppress black women, but black women are out competing black men. So it's just like nothing makes sense. But again, I wanted to show this to you because I want you guys to think in your mind, what black woman is going to look at this and be like, this bro is gaslighting. Can you just go home, sir? Like, I don't know what is going on. Do you just want money? What is going on? But like, can you please just go in your space and just chill? Like, this doesn't pertain to you because you're not being honest. But I'm like, are black women gonna call that? Or are they just gonna be like, oh wow, he really understands us?
But it doesn't matter. All I'm asking is this, is that people need to stop throwing hate and stop bashing one another and just look at each other and just say, you are a human being and you deserve to be treated with respect, regardless of who and what you are or where you're from originally. Sadly, today, black women are the most mistreated humans. And they don't deserve it. Nobody does. We're all one race, the human race. And black women are queens, that they have value, and they deserve to be treated with love and kindness and respect. Black is beautiful.
Let me ask you this: how do you know?
Wait, okay, I gotta go back real
just
quick.
For your money or for your.
Let me go back real quick. I'm sorry on that one. I don't know I don't know who y'all are talking to saying about this transatlantic slave trade. Then I literally have documentation of where my ancestor was shipped to. I have documentation of that in my own history. So I don't know who y'all listening to, but that absolutely happened. Absolutely happened. I had a conversation with my great aunt, 93. I told y'all I had a family reunion last week, and she sat down and told me the history of my family, and was like, this was the port that they came from. This is the country that came, like all of that. So I don't know who you guys are talking to, but if you just simply go and talk to an elder in your family who lived through all of those different times, they will remind you of what has gone on. And yes, I understand people have different experiences. People have just all kinds of different mixture. But I'm not going to sit here and have anybody lie to me and say, oh, slavery didn't happen. Because I'm like, well, if that didn't happen, then why over here asking for reparations? Like, what is going on? Then what do you need reparations for if that was never a thing? But anyways, that's a whole side note. Because I'm like, I see that in the comments and I'm like, what are you? I don't know what history books you're reading. But the history books that I'm reading, and then all I have to do is just corroborate information with my ancestors, who many of them are still alive. Like longevity runs in my family, and I'm grateful for that because they can like help me understand things. But they're quite clear. Okay, anyways. I wanted to bring that up really quick. Now, what we're going to do quickly is look at the comment section. We're going to look at the comment section of this. I get it. You know, I think his whole, I don't even know. Maybe his point was, let's try to love people just for being who they are. But I'm like, if you're going to be a white man and talk about how oppressed Black people or how oppressed minorities are, you have got to acknowledge how your ancestors played a role in that. Portuguese played a huge role in the slave trade. That's not even. I think it's from Portuguese ancestry he has on his TikTok. But that's neither here nor there. I can go back and confirm that. The thing that I really wanted to look at was the comment section. Okay, so you have the context is you have this white man who basically says, I understand why Black women are angry. It's because Black men treat them bad. That's basically what he said. Now, these same Black nationalistic women who were upset that a white woman put her mouth on the issues of Black community are these same Black nationalistic women going to be upset at this white man who put his mouth on Black men? Are they going to be upset about it? Or are they going to acknowledge and appreciate him for telling the truth? Let's see what the comments say. Okay. So here's what it says. Okay, Black women are the world's cutest in the world. Okay, someone here living a Black woman, ain't nothing wrong with that. It says, Black woman, just know you're beautiful and you're appreciated. Okay, some love. It says, thank you, we really appreciate it and it's refreshing to hear. You're not seeing the comments, my bad. Okay, let me say this again. Let me start from the top. Yeah. So it says here, thank you. We really appreciate it. And it's refreshing to hear. Stay blessed. It says, I appreciate you, young man. Thank you. Another one, it says, we appreciate you, Elton. And there's a little heart emoji. It says, no crumbs left, heart. There's another one. I personally don't put energy into being angry. It ages a person. Okay, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So another one that says, thank you for your kind words. Thank you so much. God bless you. You are absolutely right. I was saying this today. I love what you said, Elton. It says, my heart, I decided to only be a soft girl around people who love and appreciate me. We should look at each other as God's wonderful creation. So we're looking at all these different comments. Do y'all see one? Do y'all see one that's like, sir, I have no problem with a person, sharing their perspective. But sir, please don't come here and throw my men under the bus while not acknowledging what your people did to my people. Like that is completely dishonest. And that is way off code. That is not how this works. Before you start trying to point the finger at other groups of people, first acknowledge what you and your group of people did first. Do y'all see one comment? Do y'all see one comment? Do you see one? Or do we say, you're very right? Wow, this message is so powerful. Wow, you're so right. Speak, young man, speak. Yes, facts. Yes, true talk. Thank you. Do y'all see one comment? Do y'all see one? So, miss me with this fake pro-Black temporary nationalistic approach. Because it's inconsistent. Y'all can be mad at a white woman for saying the most basic relationship 101 dating advice, whatever. Y'all mad at her. You got a full white man over here who don't acknowledge what his ancestors did to put Black people in their place, but then won't sit here and talk about Black men are the blame. But y'all ain't got nothing bad to say about that. So it's like it's inconsistent. If y'all cool with a white man sharing this perspective, okay, fine. That's the kind of environment you want to create. Fine. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think if you're going to do that, it would be respectful and honoring to the culture to say, hey, I acknowledge that my country directly benefited from the institution that enslaved your people and that therefore has impacted where you guys are at today. To me, that would be more honest. And outside of that, I'm like, I don't need to sit here and hear your perspective on my community. That's me. That's me. But if y'all feel like you're cool with a man going there and talking, saying all kinds of different stuff about your grace, that's fine. But don't be upset when his sister does it, okay? Or when a white woman does it. Don't be upset, because that's the kind of environment that you have allowed. That's the kind of environment you have cultivated. That's the kind of environment you have created. And that is my point.